Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. You're back with Deck, and today we're playing some more Factory Town. So in our last episode, we got the farms moved, but I think we did stuff other than that, didn't we? I can't remember. We've nearly got 600 of these. I think we should be able to upgrade all of our houses. Max level is 5. Well, that's always good to know. So it's just going to be a case now of trying to get the town centre upgraded. We'll upgrade all of these because we've got the red coins. It's a shame there's no way to select all of these in one go. No, you can't double click it. Although I never knew you could do that. You can double click it. It doesn't do what I wanted to do. I wanted it to select everything. But there we go. The population limit is going up massively and we're going to need that for all of our buildings. So, we wanted to get the bread coming this way rather than just having flour brought in. And I think this is going to have to actually go up one more. Because I want 2 lanes of 2 coming out from this farm. Yeah, that's going to have to go up one more. So, let me remove these 3 at the front and remove the resources we've got over this way. Although I didn't have to remove all of them like that, but we're basically going to come out like this and have 2 mills over this way. I left some potatoes there. Buildings, and we want our grain mill. I could actually just have them there and there. And go like that. Yeah, let's do that instead then. Because then we want to get 2 kitchens. And we need to leave a gap between them. It's getting awfully close to this, which will make it more difficult in the future, but I'm hoping it'll be fine. Bread can be made in there, and bread can be made in there. And we're basically going to want... I might as well get 3 grabbers all the way across. Nope, don't do that. If you click and drag, it's gonna not work how you want it to. So there's only grain coming from this. That's brilliant. I really need to get the increased, well, the better conveyor belts. We're also going to need coal coming in this way, and I've already spotted how I'm going to do this, and it's going to be easy enough. We're going to bring it from this way. It's not going to be easy enough though, is it? Yeah, it'll be easy enough. Just bring it down for now. And we can go up this way. And then we want to go up a little bit. Yeah, we don't... That's why I wanted this to work like it does. Up there and... up to a scaffolding. That looks silly. We need to go like that. And really, we're going to need 2 archways there and there. You're going to come across like that and go in and in. And keep splitting like that. Ha! Well, didn't mean to do that. Meant to go like that. So let's just take all this back out. There we go. We're not going to need much coal for these, by the way. And you're going to need to be bumped all the way up. You're going to need to be bumped all the way up. As are you, and as are you. And then we should just be able to... Let's go like that, and into there. Where's the coal at? Ha! Stupid. There we go. Coal's coming in, and while that's coming in, we can sort this little bit out, because I, like I say, want even more grain coming in. And there's no way for me to just go... Now, I'm fairly sure that won't work. Or did I already plan for that to work last episode? It does work. Okay. Apparently I forethought this more than I realised. Here comes the coal. It backed up a little bit, so it is going to get going rather quickly. One goes into there, goes on the next one, that goes in. Bread starts coming out. And now we're inundated with bread. Brilliant. Now, I do want to leave them on max workers, but it does seem they're going to eat through everything quickly. I mean, we can come back and get this, you know, a little bit more organised at a later date, but for now, that's got bread coming in, and that should have our gold yours. That's got gold coins coming into a ridiculous amount, so we don't actually need all of these farms now. So let's get rid of all of this. Don't need them 3 grabbers right there. We don't need any of this. Don't need any of this or this. Don't need these 3. Oh, I'm still trying to place things. So we do just need to get fish sorted. I mean, really, I could just skirt it around, rather than moving all the fish stuff as well. Don't need the grain mill. We do kind of need to keep this here for now, though, because we've got leather over this way. Although all this seems like a ridiculous amount now, because this should be getting backed up. Excuse me. We can turn the workers down at least. Yeah, I think I'm just going to skirt the fish around. Let's finish off our pathway there. And you're going to want to come to... You only go up by 2, that's fine. It's alright, I just wanted to get rid of that bit in the middle there. Archway up to there, and then this will bridge across like that. And you know what? Let's bring it above the bread. Like that. Yeah. Try and keep it a little bit more confined. So that'll be cooked fish coming in as well. So you can't actually pull grain out quick enough for these. I knew that was going to be a problem. I could make it so that I've got a 3rd grain output from this, but I think that's just a little bit ridiculous. We'll try and wait for the increased belt capacity that we're going to get. I do want to move this as well, 'cause for the next step, for making the metal things, we're going to need these, and basically iron plates and gears being made as well. Which, I mean, we've got iron plates right there. I think we want to go somewhere different with it, though. I kind of want to set up over here, out the way. Or maybe over here. Although I don't want to encroach on the farms. There's a nice flat bit of ground over here. We've got some iron and some coal. Yeah, we could do belt production over this way. Water stones. Can we get any more research at the minute? No, we need blue coins. I'm not that fussed about blue coins right this second. Is there anything else we want to start getting into this general market? I mean, we could work on milk and fruit juice. Let's work on milk and cooked chicken. Have I kind of boxed myself in a little bit there? Kind of. This farm's going to have to come across this way, but that's where our stone mine is. And by the way, I have noticed we're not pulling actual stone in. Oh, it's an organisational nightmare. I'm trying to make things neater, and by trying to make it neater, I'm making it more of a mess. So that's fertilizer coming out of there. For milk, I am going to need animal feed, which is coming out of these grain mills. I kind of need to be able to pull that grain from somewhere else. Although, if I put this on stilts, can I pull across that? I don't think I can. I think it's... yeah, it's not tall enough. The only other thing is I loop it around the back. Actually, yeah, we can do that. And go like that. So there's going to be extra animal feed, because these are full anyway. It's getting a little bit convoluted. Right. Pastures. And we are going to need water coming in here. I think I'm going to keep my placements... No, you need to be one further across, don't you? If I'm keeping placements like that. No, let's not be so silly about it. Let's just go like that. You're going to produce me milk and milk. And you are going to need water. I could actually bring it from this one right here. Yeah, let's go like that. And have a grabber coming out there. So that should produce me milk. And fertilizer. Now, I don't think it's a problem if we're full up on the fertilizer. I think it's just a problem if we're full up on the... Actually, that water well isn't keeping up. So I think the easiest option there... Just take that back. Get rid of this. Let's put another well in. Oops. We want to go into buildings. Because it doesn't really cost much to get another well in there. You can go like that and like that. And then these should be supplied. Yeah, I don't think it's a problem if we're full on fertilizer. I think it's a problem if we're full on milk. And how are we going to get milk across this way then? Best option would probably be to go this way. Yeah, let's go this way. And we're going to want to go up onto stilts. I keep calling them stilts. What are they? The scaffolding. Pillar scaffolding. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, know what I mean though. So you can go that way. You can go that way. You can come... Damn it. Not like that. And we also don't want you pulling fertilizer out of there. I know. I should have paused it. We can pick those up then. And I'm not that bothered about having to pick fertilizer up because it just goes back to our base anyway. We can go there. In fact, I've done that wrong again. It's meant to go like that. And then you can basically come all the way up to this point. What did that get stuck on? I was going to say it was working a second ago. And then whatever we produce next could just come alongside this. Admittedly, that farm is looking crazy busy now. Go there and go there, and then we can get the milk coming in that way. Admittedly, it is a waste to... Good God. These are only on one worker, and they're massively over-providing. Although the animal feed is starting to slow down now. Turn you up. Turn you up. It seems like you're not getting enough grain. excuse me, you've got to think we are pulling a lot of grain out of this now. 8 seems to be doing it for now. And then these should be getting slightly more full. No, they're never going to get full unless I have 2 pulling out from it. But that's fine. We are getting backlogged on milk already anyway. And that's that one done. We can go for chicken next. Although I can't really split this animal feed off anymore. We'd need another wheat farm. Yeah, because I don't want to overcrowd that one. The lack of animal feed is kind of concerning. Now, we need to do something different, like go for more belts, and now the milk's completely stopped. Well, nearly stopped. Because for some reason, this now needs it as well. You know what? Would it make more sense for me to just make a separate animal feed station? Farm, even. I think it would. Let's go for a separate farm back here, then. No, buildings, stupid. I do want to kind of keep them in some sort of line. No, that can't go there. Because we are going to need mills for these as well. Where is it? Grain mill. And we're basically going to need 1 grain mill per farm. That is in the right place, yep. It's alright, I'm confusing myself. Oh. Not the most difficult thing to do, I'm aware, but let's go like that. I can bring that one up. It's in a weird way. Oh. Well, I'm just going to leave it like that for now. And we want to get our grain. Where's grain? There we are. By the way, I have watched little bits back of me playing games like this. I know I pull some crazy sort of psycho face when I'm concentrating. Apologies for that, but... the fertilizer... fertilizer's going to be an issue. But really it's not. Really it's not. Because if I go like that, we're just going to keep this fertilizer train going. And then you can split like that. Because I only want one thing producing fertilizer. Right, let's cut this back then. Because you're not going to be using this anymore. And same for you. You're going to be making animal feed and animal feed. And we're basically going to need to get rid of that tile there and that tile there. And remove these resources. In you go. In you go. That can come out there. We're going to need a well as well. How do I keep doing that? BD is what I need to be pressing. I don't know if you've got to have it 1 tile back or not, but we're going to put it 1 tile back. There you go. There's water coming in. That's going to need to ramp up a little bit. So fertilizer should now be getting backlogged again. Then you're going to need to be bumped up. You're going to need to be bumped up. And we're going to need just basically 3 pullers into there, 3 pullers into there. So that should keep the milk going a little bit easier. Is fertilizer backing up? Yeah, kinda. We don't need an absolute ridiculous amount of fertilizer. Because this is full now, so it's all going to start backing up anyway. The thing we are going to need, then, is this to get doubled up. Because that's not going to be enough grain. I really need to get onto the metal things, don't I? Really do. I mean, the tan's looking nice at least. Look at the gold coin. Well, the yellow coin coming in. That is ridiculous. How are you guys doing now, though? Are you getting a little bit of surplus? No, not really. Not now that this is emptied out completely. Let's stack it up. We'll worry about the fertilizer train at a later date. Although I could just split it off from some way over here if I want to go to another farm, I guess. I'm not really helping the spaghetti, am I? I'm kind of making it worse, if anything. Right, there's even more of that going in. Are you going to keep up now? No, not really. Five workers should be enough. There we go. And that's supplying as much grain as it can do. Milk's coming in at an adequate supply. And we've got loads of coins coming in. We are quite far into the episode. I think what we can do then is start clearing some space over this way. So let's start removing all these trees. Because if I'm needing wood, which I will do because I need wheels, I'll just build my own. Don't take out any of the iron. Or the crystals, for that matter. Or the coal. We want all of that. So really, I don't need conveyor belts from this section to be going back to base, because once we've upgraded to the next level of conveyor belts, we're not going to need the original ones, really. I mean, there is a point to be made about it being a waste of resources, using it for certain things, but it's like when I play Factorio, once I've got red belts, I don't tend to use yellow, and like the inserters and stuff like that. Oh, nearly cut the line there. But now, we can get the belts made up. Right, we need to drop this. All so it's nice and even. And you can actually drop the things under the resources. So I think we're going to do that. I want nice level playing field to start with. Drop all of this. I do want to try and get it nice and square. Didn't I say recently as well that I'm not going to be flattening everything? Well, I might have lied a little bit. Get rid of all of this. Beautiful. Now, we're not going to be able to... Oh, I need to be careful because I don't want to level out all of the river. I want to try and keep the rivers. The only thing we're not going to be able to level off here is stuff that's around where I've been building already, but that'll be fine. Because that will be getting destroyed at some point anyway. Right, I think we've all leveled off there now. Beautiful. So, we'll start from the end. We'll start from the machine shop and see what we need to build up to that. Admittedly, we've got these steam generators and stuff yet that I've not even got near to. Just going to put this arbitrarily in the middle there. So we're going to need metal conveyor belts. For that, we're going to need iron plates, and it takes 12 seconds to make one of these anyway. Iron gears. Now, we could really just make iron gears in here as well, like we did a little bit over this way with the normal conveyor belts. So all we need being produced over here is iron, wood and fabric. It is wood and fabric, isn't it? Because we need wood for the wheels. Oh, we're going to need stone brick as well. Luckily, there is some stone. There's a monstrous quantity of stone over this way. Right, let's start with our iron then. We're going to want to forge. And you can basically come right behind this. Iron plates. It's going to be dead simple, this one. What am I doing? 3 grabbers. Like that. I'm going to want a barn behind this because I like to have a bit of a stockpile built up if I can. 1, 2, 3. Give me a mine. Is there any way I can get all of those encompassed in that? Yes, there is. So I might as well just take all 3 of them. Iron mine. It is going to use a little bit more of our red stuff, but that'll be fine. Go like that. And go like that. We're going to need grabbers on these really as well. And we're also going to need fuel coming in. Is it going to be worth setting up our own coal deposit? I mean, we need to set coal up properly anyway. But I mean, for now, this is kind of full anyway. Yeah, let's just pull from this for now. I mean, it's moving fairly frequently, but... Oh, we're going to need one of them. Oh, I moved my things around. So that's coal coming into there. Which will make our iron bars, which will go into there. So that's one bit done already, and we can start stockpiling on the gears from there. We just need our belts to be getting made now. How are you doing? You need to be turned up, that's why it doesn't seem like much is happening. $25, $26, $26. Yeah, that is slowly going up, so we're fine there. That's as much iron as we can produce. Admittedly, that is already full there, so I think that'll be fine. So, for the actual conveyor belts, we're going to need a workshop, which I'm going to put straight face in there. We're going to be wanting to make cloth conveyor belts, so we're going to need wooden wheels and cloth. Wooden wheels is going to be easy enough. Buildings, we're going to need another workshop. And that's going to come in from this way, because you're going to be making wooden wheels. But wooden wheels need to be made from wooden planks. I am actually setting all of this up again. So wooden planks can come from there. No, wooden planks don't come from there. Wooden planks come from a lumber mill. It's alright, I'm getting all my hotkeys messed up. A lumber mill. Planks, you plank. Now, do we need to set up another forestry, or could I just, like, rob from this one? That is kind of at its limit. Kind of. I think if I was pulling 2 more lines out of there, it'd be too much. I'm sure it'd be too much. It's alright, we can set another forestry up this way. It's not going to be a problem. We want a farm. No, we don't. We want a forester. I wish I... Well, I can actually just buy that. No, D is what I wanted. A forester. It does kind of overlap them tiles, but I've not necessarily got to... Well, actually, it really doesn't matter. Let's just have the buildings aligned. Let's go there like that, and we want to plant some of these. Oh. Just want that to go up a little bit more. Did I not press tree planter? I did realise after a while that if you just use the WSD keys to move around, it gets loads easier. In fact, you know what? Because this is only producing 2 there, we might as well have 3 rows of this coming out. We're going to want to plant some trees. And you're going to be doing wood. It's a good job we did get the yellow coin increase sorted out then, isn't it? Why does that keep dropping occasionally? Our milk's all backed up. That's wonderful. Yeah, we're going to have to get more chicken and stuff up and running, but I want to get the next level of belts. I don't think there's a level higher than this, but I may be wrong. I mean, 3 of these coming out from here is ridiculously overkill. But it'll be fine. I think we're probably going to need, like, all 5 workers to pull out 3 lanes worth of this. Oh, yeah, it's because I put a load of tree planters down. Duh. And plant tree. We can go all the way around here because I want more than enough wood coming in. This is what I've wanted. Separate sections for things. And this is actually more organised than the farm was. Ridiculously. So you're going to be pulling in. And we want conveyor belts there. There. And then you'll be pulling this way as well. We're still going to need stone and we're still going to need fabric. I don't suppose there's any stone over here. I could get stone from this end. And then I can do fabric from this side. Because a little fabric farm is going to be dead easy to set up. That's manor shards. Although we've got all this stone back here. And really, am I going to be expanding wood anymore? I don't think so. I think we can get a mine over this way. That gives me 40 stone. That gives me 44. Let's go with that. It is a shame because I'm going to have to get rid of this, unfortunately. Just them bits. I'm just going to get rid of that coal as well. So you're going to want to come into there. If we go like that, that should be more than enough stone coming in. Really, I should get a barn for this as well, but it'll be fine. We don't need a barn stockpiling all of the stone. We can actually turn this down at some point. It's stone brick. It's stone brick. Right. It only makes a slight issue. Just cut this back a little bit. Because stone brick, we need a... Can't even remember what it's called. A stonemason, obviously. So we might as well keep our tradition then at the minute. And get a barn behind it. It doesn't really change much though, does it? Obviously, you're going to be making stone brick. We are at our worker cap, actually. That is a slight problem. A very, very slight problem. Right, so we are full on wood now. I think we can turn you back down. And are you pulling planks out as fast as possible? Yeah, you can't make them any quicker. So you've got the wheels, you've got the stone brick. Really, these don't all need to be dead high, do they? Because it's going to be a slow process anyway. I mean, I'd like this one to be higher if possible. Like, you don't really need to be whacked all the way up. Let's turn all these down. This one needs to be on full whack, where possible. Barn's filling up. You don't really need to be that high either. Because the stone mason's not going to be able to keep up with all that anyway. I think that'll be fine for now. Right, next thing, we need another workshop. Because we're going to need to make fabrics in here. It might be worth actually just growing a wool farm. Rather than going for leather. Although the leather does produce fertilizer as well, doesn't it? Let's just have a quick look at one of our farms. I know we're going over time, but I'm getting into this now. We're nearly there. Oh, it's going to be a pasture. Wool. I'm confusing myself, aren't I? Wool or cotton? If I go with a pasture, then the fertilizer's going to be fine. We just need animal feed, and for animal feed we need another grain farm. In fact, that's fine, because that'll be a closed loop then, won't it? Yeah. Right, we need pasture. That can go right there. You're going to be making me wool, to which we're going to need a grain mill. I think I'm going to throw that there, and a farm. Let's have that right there. That should be fine. You can auto-supply water and fertilizer. We're going to want farming tiles just around the outside of this. By the way, I don't think it's actually beneficial having farms doing just one thing like I'm doing, but I kind of like the idea of them having this entire bit of land for themselves. So you are going to need a well, which, oh, didn't I put, yeah, I put well on my hotbar. There we go. And in you go, in you go. We're actually going to get rid of them 3 tiles right there. Because I'm going to have 3 coming this way. Producing flour. Oh. I've made a slight boo-boo. It's fine. We don't need all this as farmland. It's going to be more than enough. You're going to go like that. You're going to go like that. And you're going to go like that. These are going to pull fertilizer out this way. Like so. You actually need to be growing grain for a start. That would help. They've still got all of this space. In fact, we can get another run of farm tiles down. Screw it, let's go overkill. Let's fill all the farming. I want there to be at least one farm that looks like it's doing everything it should be doing. Beautiful, beautiful. You're going to pull out that way. You're going to come out this way and yup, 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 and yup, yup, yup. You're going to be doing fabric from wool. You go like that. You go like that. We need to be getting all of them to have 3 grabbers everywhere. See, this is why I wanted to turn everything down, because now that this is backlogged, we're literally just waiting on the fabric for this. Oh, I didn't mean to turn you off. I've not turned any other ones off, have I? Does it give you a little symbol if they're turned off? No, it doesn't, so I need to be careful with that. And the grain's going to start coming in very soon. If I tell it to harvest grain, that is. And I'm not going to turn this up again. I'm going to leave it as is. So that's going to start making grain. I think we need to turn this one up. For now, at least. Like I say, closed loop. It will autofill itself up eventually. We are nearly out of coal there. I like it how you're just all leaving your buddy there to sort everything out. It's not very nice, is it? So that barn's emptied out now. It's alright, I could easily fix the coal. Ah, you're going to need water as well. Well, I'm going to be a little bit cheesy here. We'll put a well right there. Oh, grabber needs to be that way. It needs to be making animal feed, not flour, for the love of Jesus. For now, I'm just going to have to be picking things up until it's cleared out. I have got to delete this. It's going to annoy the living daylights out of me. It doesn't actually disappear. It might disappear when it reloads. Animal feed. There we go. Now it's only got that app, but that's what I wanted. That's better. Maybe if I'd have designed my farms like this with the 3s coming out. I mean, if you imagine all of these in each corner of the farm, that's still going to be more than enough. I think I could redesign all this again. Excuse me. If I do redesign all this again, I'm going to do it off camera this time, I think, because you've already seen me redesign it once. So the pasture is now working. This needs to be turned up. This does need to be turned up just a touch. Is that enough to fill this up? No, we need another one. I've only got 2 more people. That's why I'm trying to be a little bit careful with it. I still think it needs more. Right, we can't actually pull grain out any faster. That should be fine. You're producing wool. Not at a very quick rate, unfortunately. I mean, I can turn it up, but... Let me get rid of a worker there. Oh, we can upgrade the pasture. I forgot about upgrades. What the hell? And why is it you can only upgrade pastures? Does that mean I can upgrade these ones over here? Yeah, it does. Admittedly, there's not that much point to upgrading these pastures. But I could have got loads more animal feed out of this, because even with 1 worker, they're on 475% speed increase. That'll be where you save workers. Have we got any pastures over this way? Yeah. And you've got 5 workers. Let's turn that right down then. Let's turn this down. I still need the workshop working at full speed. Upgrade this pasture. Maybe we do need all of our people in here. So I need as much wool coming out of this as possible. See, why can't you upgrade the grain mills? Upgrading the grain mills would be so much nicer. Well, upgrading them as well. So you're now full on fabrics. So realistically, I can actually turn this down now. And this is now full up, so I can turn this right down. This will be full up, so I can turn this right down. Now that we've got the system flowing, we'll just need to see what's happening where we've got our first metal conveyor belts. How are we even going to get them in there? You know what, actually? Now that we've done that, we don't need you, you, or you. Admittedly, I do kind of need to make wooden wheels, but we'll be making better stuff soon. Cut back all of the fabric coming out of there. All of the stone brick coming from there. We don't need any of this, and we can start clearing up around our capital. So I don't need any of this one either. There we go. I do like keeping the roads around here. I want to move this away from the capital as well. Right, I need to get my things going into there now. My conveyor belts. I think the easiest way about doing this is there's going to be no easy way about doing this. We don't need this amount of wood going into here really anymore, because the only place we're now pulling wood out is over that way. I bet you're massively full up now, aren't you, as well? So as we're getting more efficient, we can come back round and turn these things down. I mean, we've halved that. Well, more than halved that, and it's absolutely fine. I hate to do it, but I'm going to delete this silo. I want to be careful here, because I'm only trying to delete one track. We still need logs coming in, but not to the excess that we had anymore. So that can go there. Admittedly, this is still kind of a bit of a mess in the middle of nowhere. I will sort this out eventually. But now I've kind of got a way to get my conveyor belts in. Unfortunately, I am going to have to bring them in on normal conveyor belts. Sorry, Iron. I didn't have to do that. I can go up. It's fine. We'll go up there, and right there. And then I do want to bring that back down. You will go across all the stone. Yep, you may clip through it a little bit, but that's fine. And in you go. Just need a grabber coming out of here. We've got metal conveyor belts. Oh, whoop, 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 whoop. Although I am going to need gears as well, but I don't want gears coming out of here. I don't even know what we need gears for. I don't want gears coming out of here for now, though. Just metal conveyor belts. And they're being produced very, very slowly. I mean, we can turn that up a little bit. See, why can't you upgrade the machine shop? The machine shop being upgraded would be dead nice. I mean, you're full up on wheels for now. I don't think... Maybe the forester needs an extra worker. Because the mine seems like it's doing kind of okay. Well, actually, no, we may need one extra worker in the mine. We definitely don't need an extra worker in stone. And the forge is still completely filled up. No, really, we don't. We don't need any more. I don't think I want to mess with it anymore, though. We're definitely going to need to get the coal set up, but we have a nice coal deposit over here that I could set up with a mine. And just have it filtering into there, although there's that coal deposit there as well. There's this huge coal... Maybe I'll just pull from this huge coal deposit over here. And have it feed into there, because that coal line actually feeds... these kitchens. It does feed loads. The only coal line we've got separate is this one over this way. I do wish I could have one internal coal mine system, but... I mean, this has just been run by two dudes. And that's absolutely full, but that's because there's literally one kitchen using it. It's a little bit of a waste. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for today's episode. We've got our first metal conveyor belts coming in. It's a shame we can't just turn all the cloth ones into metal ones. I actually could. It'd be a nightmare to do it, but I could make sure that I get all these used. Unfortunately, I'm not going to. I'm just going to have a little bit of a clear out of our inventory. I'm going to keep the cloth conveyor belts for now. But I'm probably not going to be using those anymore. We don't need this. All of this stuff I could ship to other areas rather than just deleting it. But I don't really want to. It's the stuff I've picked up when I've been sorting out the conveyor belts. I do need to get stone coming into this facility. Don't need animal feed in here either. Fertilizer. That is our one wagon. That is the only dude bringing fertilizer in. Everywhere else, we've generally just got automated buildings doing everything. But yeah, that's dead nice. Little bit of a longer episode. 50 minutes, holy Christ, where did that time go? But yeah, we're absolutely fine. We're smashing this, and that can just keep coming in as quickly as is humanly possible. We are slowly running out of gears. I mean, it's a slight issue. I could basically have another forge coming off of this one there. I may tinker with this just a tiny bit off camera, because the plan would be have another forge here and another machine shop here, just making gears to supply this, because we are slowly going to run out of gears. It's nearly an even ratio, but it's not quite. But saying that, do we really need to get masses and masses? We've already got 35 metal conveyor belts in here, and once we're set up, we don't need to keep using them. I'm not sure. I'll look into it. Anyway, that is going to be it for today's episode, so thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like, don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to see some more, or comments and feedback, greatly appreciated as always, and other than that, I'll see you guys next time. Cheers!